On the other side of pain when enough people run away from, and that's the victory really there. We just figure out the stuff on spot right there, so that was Gala Bubble video. And the whole world know that video there.
Yes.
A mango tree me I feed off, and me have a mango tree in my yard. Before I talk about business, I have to talk about conscience.
Alright.
And I have to talk about Delos.
Tell our audience, who is Dameon Gayle?
Who is Dameon Gayle? A name that's on the birth certificate.
It do sound like the birth certificate name, you know.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, birth certificate name, yeah man, the government name. You know, the straw man as I would have said.
Yes.
But yeah, in real life though, Dameon Gayle is, I would describe myself as a natural, authentic person who's a lover of life and self-expression. So
you're a creator?
A creator. So
Nice.
yeah,
That's
that's the interpretation I think best fit with what I've done before and women who do it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so. All right, within the industry, depends on what time frame you meet me.
From when you start? More
Well,
from when you start.
some people will call me drummy. Some people will call me keysy.
Okay.
Some people will call me producer.
Yeah.
Some people will call me video director. And some people will call me artist. So far. Some people might call me technician too.
Technician.
So it depends who call me, I'm going to know which year and which time you know me from. And how long you know me from. So getting a little bit more detail in terms of the journey. While we can get real details still, so I'm going to try to get a sum it up as...
Mama, you can go ahead, have
you can
the
go
floor.
ahead. How much time we have?
You have enough. It's
all right,
yours.
so earlier I was having a little conversation which I'm going to continue and pick up from, where like, in terms of the process of breaking down the final picture.
Yes.
And breaking it down to the stuff that you need to build the bigger picture. So, my thought process came into problem solving as I was explaining, from being like figuring out how to fix a radio by mashing it up at the TV. You break it down, it's good and it's working.
Yes. Like all technicians.
Yes,
I think it's a thing.
You wonder how this thing works. Like where this
yeah.
sound come from out of this speaker. And this is the earliest time I can think about problem solving for me. Breaking apart the device and looking at the circuitry board, understanding what these components is, the diode, the resistor, all of these things and how it works. And that kind of put my brain into a problem solving skills, when in each process of my life, when I find something interesting to do, I try to solve it. So I try to learn to play the drums, was the first instrument I try to play, I teach myself. And then, all right, figure out how the keyboard works. And then figure out how to play the bass. And then try to figure out how to play all of them together. Which brings me into producing.
Yeah.
On the other side of pain when enough people run away from, and that's the victory really there. A lot of people fear change, fear 1X, and a lot of people want to stay in our settings where they feel like what is comfort for them, what they're used to, and that end up create a toxic environment.
True. Because
now you are gonna stay in our settings where you already know everything and know wherever it is, but the other side you don't know what it is, but you're afraid to go there. One thing with me, I'm never afraid. Because I already say I know this road already, but I don't know this one. And I have to use the confidence of how I've overcome stuff in the past to give me confidence to move forward.
Yeah.
So sometimes you go through some things in your life and you feel like, say, boy, yo, it not gonna work out and all of these things, but there's a process where you go through where it's moving you out of that comfort zone. And big up Tammy Chin. Tammy Chin have a book, right, called Honoring the Valley. When I read that book and she explaining her experience, it like chips something in my brain. I know she explained it as a creative, I completely get it. Like she explained doing everything in the music industry and then becoming a mother and the different ups and downs.
stages that you have to go through.
And she explained it, say, when you're in those valleys,
Which would be the downtime.
which is the downtime,
Yeah.
is actually a preparing ground for climb the next mountain.
True. That is
Yardstyle live.